This is Sky Sports News.
And now over to Poppleton, where your Corinthians have just gone down 2-1.
Quick, put me through it.
So Andy, it's a beautiful spring day, the flowers are out, the bunny rabbits are jumping around. The only lacking spring thing really was yourself today, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think I've performed a few errors today. I wanted the ground to open up for me.
I mean, just run us through their first goal if you would, if you can, without your counsellor present.
A three-man wall put up, I saw the shot coming round, it bounced about 2 miles an hour in front of me, hit my chest, bounced out to one of their slowest, oldest players, who just put it in the net.
1-0 down, and we came back quite well. I mean, they were a very strong team, very tall, but we came back and Tim had a lovely shot pass. Tim struck the ball forward and it ended up on Andy Evans' foot and he slid it in. A beautiful set goal for us to go 1-1.
I don't think I can remark on that because I can't see over the halfway line. So.
It was a big pitch. I can vouch for that myself. In the second half, you pulled off a good save, tipped it over the box. They had a long range shot, but we seemed to keep control of them in the second half. We were a lot better.
Yeah, they had some big lads, kept chucking the ball in. I think Derek dealt with them all right. So I think we'd lost it by then.
Yeah, we went down in the first half 2-1, I forgot to mention. Tim was marking some fella outside the box. They had a corner. Did you overhear the joke that the fella told Tim?
I didn't quite catch it, but I think there was something about where was he? There was something involved.
Yeah, I thought I heard of it. It was a friendly match, he said to Tim, knock knock. Tim said, who's there? And the fella shouted, no fucker, as he ran down and headed the ball in the back of the net.
I think there was something about that.
Yeah. I mean, you can't get over it, but overall it was a good team performance. They were a stronger side, and I think we did very well really to get a 2-1 result against us.
Yeah, not a bad performance. I think the result was fair.
I mean, at least at the end of the day, the flowers are out. It's rather picturesque here at the moment, isn't it?
Let's get in there and have a pint.
Yeah, cheers, thanks very much. So, Bob, what do you think of the game today? 2-1 down, we lost 2-1 to, where are we? Poppleton, Wilford, yeah. Who gives a monkey? We lost 2-1.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, it was a fair result, I think, Colin. You know, I think first goal, terrible mistake by Andy. He went to the David James goal, the goalkeeping, I think, for that one. I'm thinking of getting the DVD back off him.
It was rather. I was talking to him earlier, and he said, "Oh, what a beautiful day! There's spring in the air," but there was no spring in his step, was there?
There wasn't. It was yeah. I don't know what he was doing there, Colin. He seemed to catch it and throw it back to him.
He said he was taken off guard by the sheer speed of the ball. 2 miles an hour, he reckon, it hit at one point. It bounced off his chest, winded him.
Yeah, I mean,
he went dizzy a bit.
Yeah.
Someone ran past, and birds were fluttering and one thing and another. And
he just went on it. I think it's with the hour. I think he was still in bed.
I think he'd been smoking something, to tell you the truth. The description he was coming out with, it was.
You might well be right. Yeah.
What do you think of the second goal then? Tim was he? I think the phrase was marking. I'm not quite sure whether he was marking his own work or what.
Well, I don't know what he was doing there, Colin. You know, I didn't know he was trying to jump on his back or whatever, but you know, he realised when he ran past him that he left him, hadn't he?
I think the fella said, "Oh, look at that! Someone's dropped a pound." Tim looked down, turned round, no pound. The fella's just scored a goal.
It's an old trick, and he fell for it.
Yeah.
And then of course, Tim tried to redeem himself with his super shot.
Goal,
you know,
well, that's what we're discussing. Was it a shot? Was it a pass? Did he trip?
What's he claiming? You know, who knows?
I think he was claiming it was a pass, but we've heard about those claims for that before, a bit stretch of the imagination.
We've had that controversial great pass.
But fortunately, Andy was on the end of it and placed it in the top corner.
And I thought we were in for a win then, Colin. He just went down.
Then Andy could have struck it 2-1 for us, couldn't he?
Managed to put it round, didn't he?
Yeah, he managed to place it above the goal. It was perfect positioning. How he missed.
Difficult to do from that position, but he managed it. Yeah.
But they were a strong team. I thought we played very well, especially in the second half. We limited them to a couple of chances, which Andy made a few good saves.
It's a fair result, Colin. It was a big pitch. We did our best, didn't we?
I like the cameo role Dan played. You think he played a particular good...
Well, tactically, I thought it was a brilliant move by Sven. I mean, Poppleton reorganised for Dan Speedy wing play. And it was only on for 5 seconds, and they had to rejig again, didn't they, and go back to playing good football. And
he moaned about having to pay his subs, apparently.
Well, I think we've just taken it off him there. He offered 10p. We've given him 5p back for his.
for his efforts.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, for
Yeah,
proper
yeah.
mucky in his strip, really.
Well, that's it. He had to pay towards his washing, but overall, I think it was a good performance. It wasn't our strongest team that we put out today, but I thought we did ourselves proud at the end of the
Oh,
day.
right, we'll come back stronger from it, Colin.
Okay, thanks very much.
Cheers, Paul.
So, Nigel, it's a beautiful spring day, as I was talking to the other team, and actually, look, the flowers are beautiful today. They're performing really well. What do you think of them?
They're amazing. They're probably about as high as most of our players were today compared to theirs, I think.
They certainly are. I mean, let's just look at the tactics they've got here. There's good teamwork going on there. There's three of them picking back in each other. A bit like our defence at one point, wasn't it? I mean, that one there looks like Derek, would you say?
Right, it's a head taller than the rest, so yeah, probably is Derek.
There's Bob at the bottom there, the fat fucker.
Well,
The fat one at the bottom there, but never mind.
This will be Brian over here then.
Oh yeah, that'll be Brian over there yet. God knows what he's doing over there. Oh, there's Dan over there. Oh yeah, there's Dan, he's gone down. He was only up for a few seconds. What do you think of that substitution of bringing Dan on? It was a good move, bring him on, get them to reorganise, and then...
It was just like Carlton Cole yesterday for England. Obviously it threw our game plan completely into disarray when he had to leave, unfortunately due to his injury.
Yeah, what was it? Did you know what it was? Nosebleed? Pull a hair
Didn't
out
get
or
that
something?
far forward, did he?
I haven't got a clue. Anyway, it was 2-1 to them. We played very well. They were a stronger team, a taller team, and
I think that's
overall they
pretty much covers
deserved.
it,
Yeah.
A much taller team, I think you want to say there.
What do you think of their first goal? It'll be talked about for years to come, I suppose.
It's legendary already. I haven't seen it, but I can imagine it already. I
Yeah.
got there late, and I know Andy's kicking himself. If he'd kicked the ball, we'd have been happier, but
I mean, the fella who took the shot from the free kick, he hit a hell of a bobble. It went about 2 miles an hour at one point. Hit Andy on the chest, took the wind out of him. I don't think
he needs a bit of meat on his bones, absorb those impacts.
That's it, yeah. Bounced to their player, 1-0. Then we came back with that Tim's... Was it a pass? I don't know. We'd best not go there.
I mean, the shooter was back in the house.
That's it. Yeah. He shouted, "Good pass, good shot." Then Andy Evans slotted it home. And then we had the chance to go ahead, didn't we, with Andy? In the first half.
Yeah. To be fair, I think we had quite a few chances. I mean, Ali's free kick that he tried to kill in the top corner from 40 yards. Lost the element of surprise when he kept asking the referee if it was direct or not, but you know.
Yeah.
Derek was towering there, ready to head it in as well.
The referee was good, wasn't he, for them?
He was very bright and yellow.
He was very floral today.
Yes.
And a couple of controversial decisions, but that's what you expect when you come to a tough place like this.
The beauty of the game.
And then we lost a second goal, didn't we, in the first half? Tim was I think someone's referred to it as marking. I don't think that's quite the right word.
To be fair, with the height difference that lad had against everybody else in the team except for Derek,
Yeah.
it would have been impossible to mark.
It would have been impossible to mark, yeah. And he had to run to keep up with them, of course, wouldn't you? Which, you know,
Not our game, not our style.
Yeah. And the second half we limited them. We had a few chances to pull it back. We would have been, you know, we would have been lucky to get a draw, I think. But we had a few chances.
Yeah, no disgrace in the way we played.
And now, well, sunny day, beautiful village. Let's go for a pint.
Indeed.
Cheers.
Sounds good to me.
Jose Arigantio, what was your view on Corinthians' loss 2-1 to Poppleton today? What was your view on the match? You know, it was a beautiful day, the sun was shining, there was a big pitch, the flowers were beautiful, it was a beautiful day spoiled by a game of shit football. So there you have it, Poppleton 2, Corinthians 1. Poppleton with a stronger side, putting on a good display, and Corinthians fought hard, but it wasn't to be today. Nevertheless, they finished about 12 o'clock, had a couple of pints, and it was a productive day because some of them went home and cut the grass.
This is Sky Sports News.